Romero had his whole life ahead of him when it was cut short by a crash at the hands of a teenager, Yaxiel Lebron Flores. He was just 15 when it happened, but today he was sent to prison. WESH 2's Greg Fox was at the courthouse for the hearing, and Greg, the victim's family is not satisfied with the punishment here.
They're not happy at all. They were, first of all, not happy that the investigation took so long. The arrest only took place last July. And of course, now here at the courthouse, about 3 years after that crash happening, they believe justice was not served.
In my brother's case, what was taken was not only his life, but every moment he had yet to live.
Loved ones of Christian Romero struggled to make their case to the judge that a plea deal for the teenager charged in Romero's death was totally unacceptable. Yaxiel Lebron Flores was 15 years old when troopers say he was driving a stolen SUV on April 23, 2023, with 5 other teens in the vehicle when it ran a red light on Dean Road near 408. Romero was 23 years old and on his way home from work when the collision ended his life. After it took prosecutors more than 2 years to charge the now 18-year-old last June, the state and defense recommended 6 years behind bars.
Christian's death did not end one life. It shattered my entire family. My father lost his only son. There are no words strong enough to explain that loss.
Despite powerful statements urging stronger punishment,
He was capable of making adult decisions in that moment. He is capable of facing adult consequences for them.
the judge explained to the family he was bound to sentence Lebron Flores as a juvenile.
I am going to accept the plea.
After the hearing and outside of the front doors of the courthouse, the family of Christian Romero couldn't contain their anger and outrage at both the state's offer of the plea and the judge's acceptance of it.
We don't agree with the state and what they pleaded him out on. We don't feel it was a harsh enough sentence, but at the end of the day, the law is the law.
We're not satisfied with the decision, but only I can say is God forgive this guy that killed my son.
With time already served, Lebron Flores will be free in slightly more than 5 years, leaving prison at roughly the same age as Christian Romero was when he died. And of course, aside from the prison sentence itself, there is no probation in this case, but the defendant will have a suspended driver's license for about 3 years. Covering Orange County, live in Orlando, Greg Fox, WESH 2 News.